What is one thing that people would be surprised about
About me or
with
Skylar?
your about your lifestyle or however you answer it, however you want.
One thing that people would be surprised about. Gosh. I don't know. That's hard. Dang, Jay, you stumped me.
I have. I'll throw one out there while you're thinking, because I was surprised about this when I learned.
Okay.
This guy likes to cook, like with the tacos and the.
I heard about the salsa. The salsa's
salsa.
There you go.
Like
I guess that is one. Yeah.
To it.
He's now
Totally into
Mexican.
it.
He's Mexican now.
Yeah.
He makes the best fajitas I've ever had, and probably the best salsa I've ever had.
All that time I was with him on the road, we never once talked about cooking. We never once talked about him making food. None of that stuff. And then when I at a post or we were talking about it, or whatever, he's in the backyard making salsa or something. I don't know what. And he's telling me that who was there with him.
He's Mexican now.
Yeah, it's crazy. So
Yep.
I didn't even. So to me, that was a surprise.
I guess that is surprising. A white boy makes the best salsa. Yeah.
I've never had it, so I don't want to go that far. But that he does stuff in the kitchen. But that week that we all lived together, Jason, me, you, Earl,
Yes.
Shane,
Phil's
girlfriend, not girlfriend, whatever. All those. Remember when we were all in that house together?
That daggum cat.
Sky and Jason were pretty hip on making food every night. Right?
Yeah. Except for when Phil wanted to make that Italian dish.
Well, yeah, that was disaster. Well, Phil. What I want to talk about, chalk it up. Can we talk about that a minute?
Yeah.
All right. For you kids at home that are paying attention, Skyler and Ashlee run a page on Facebook called Chalk It Up, which looks like this. And we'll put a link there. Or so I don't know what will we put, Rob? What will we? No,
we'll put something
link.
up.
We'll find it yourself. No link. You'll find it yourself.
We'll add that in.
Yeah. Chalk it up. It is. How would you describe it? It is a raffle.
It originally started out as his, pool page, like stay in the loop with it. And then as COVID hit, it became more of a raffle page. There you go. You can get hip. We do giveaways. It's a cool way to get memorabilia from not just Skyler, because he does a bunch of different people. It's a cool way just to get involved. But now he has his new page that is strictly just keeping up with him, family, tournaments. This is more of his raffle page, giveaways.
Who's running the other page?
Me and Skyler.
Okay. Now.
Well, me.
Okay. I'm asking on behalf of the guy. And you'll understand what I mean by this. The guy who runs the Instagram for Skyler, why can't he get any content? Because I happen to know for a fact that guy told me multiple times that he's sent specific requests for the Instagram page. And
you're not sending the request to the right person.
Okay. Well, I will talk to him and make sure, because like that pajama picture would have been perfect.
And it's crazy because I have asked Skyler to reach out to this specific person multiple times with more family-oriented photos.
I ask him all the time. When he was in Florida, what was the big event they played in Florida?
Moscone?
Oh, Moscone.
Yeah.
Oh, the vacation. Moscone vacation.
Yeah.
I sent him a message in the morning and said, Sky, I got to get a picture. I go, well, we have to post a picture that is not taken by Moscone. We need a picture from you. And he goes, hold on 1 second. And 2 minutes later, he sent me a picture. The first time that ever happened. And then he says to me, no, don't use that one. Billy's on his way over. We're going to take another picture. And then I had to wait an hour. So
Sounds
it turned
about
out
right.
the same. Yeah. I said, take a picture of your eggs. I don't care. Let's just have not one picture from Moscone. Now, I have a question as a fan, not as your friend.
Okay.
What is going on with Moscone?
As in, like, what direction?
As in wins and losses.
USA needs a prayer. I don't know. I mean,
this is what I say. And I say this as a fan. I'm saying this as a fan. But not mean-spirited. I never, I'm always going to be Team USA, right? But I have friends on Team Europe, and I wish them luck too, right? Not that they need it. Because the B team, well, whatever.
the B team won.
The B team won. Okay. It's just a vacation, and you're getting a check for $20,000. It's fair to say, right? That's fair to say.
To an extent, yeah. It's more about the bragging rights than anything.
Yeah, right. Right. I've never once viewed it as we're going there to get money. We're going there to win a trophy. My country against your country, right?
Yeah.
But really, realistically, we all want to say, we're going to win, we have a chance, and all that, because that's the right thing to do. But the reality is, like this past year, hypothetically, from your point of view, I don't want to speak for you, we're going to Disney, and we're going to get a check for $20,000. That's not far-fetched to say, right?
It's a paid vacation.
Okay. So when I say Moscone vacation, I'm not talking out of my ass. Go ahead, Rob.
Well, I wanted to ask because, obviously Emily and Matchroom, it's a Euro-based company. They move around the dates. It doesn't play into their mind that it's during Thanksgiving. Stuff like that. Does that stuff upset you when they move dates like that and you guys got to scramble and have like a makeshift Thanksgiving in a hotel?
We talked about it on the show. Rob actually brought it up during the Moscone show, how essentially you brought the whole family there, you cooked for the whole family. I mean, that's crazy for Matchroom to not be considerate of the Americans in that regard.
Yeah. It definitely bothers me, especially with the fact that they don't celebrate it. So they don't understand that it's like a holiday that's, family oriented.
Yeah,
it's about your loved ones.
The second biggest holiday that we celebrate. Yeah.
Exactly. And, the second most meaningful. And it's very irritating. I mean, Matchroom tries to make it work. But even when, like, Europe's the worst, because obviously we can't be with him Thanksgiving, in Europe.
Right.
But, like he said, this year at Moscone, me, my mom and dad and the kids packed up and we went to Moscone on the 27th. Or the 26th, actually. We got settled. We ended up cooking for about 50 people for Thanksgiving in our little...
Where did you do that at? We talked about this. Where did you do that at?
We actually got the villa. No, not even.
Oh.
We got a hotel suite and actually made 2 turkeys, a ham, all of this stuff in a little bitty kitchen.
Was that a nice hotel? Was that a nice place? That the facility, the hotel there, was it nice? Okay.
They made it out to be that it had all this stuff, and it wasn't as great as it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't what I expected.
Did you get to go to Disney while you were there?
Yes.
All right.
It was the kids' first time, so we made it a point.
So I want to ask you about the kids. So we have Daxton. He's 5, 6,
4. He'll be 5 in April.
And you just had the daughter recently.
Yes, I just had Bristol. She turned 6 months the 19th.
And where are the children now? Who's the babysitter?
They're with my parents. They're in Lubbock.
In Texas. Okay, in Texas.
Yeah, my parents are a saving grace.
And you brought them to Moscone, but when there was mommy daddy time at Moscone, then somebody babysat, right? I mean, they weren't with you 24/7, right? I gotta imagine.
Yes and no. We went to, like, me and Skyler each night would go out, grab a beer, and we'd walk around the resort.
And then, like, Mama Shark would babysit or whoever. Somebody.
No, she was at the bar.
She was out too. Yeah. But you had somebody.
But not with us. Yeah, I
Right.
had my parents, both of my sisters and her fiance were there.
Oh,
They
wow.
stayed in the
There's
room.
food. Yeah,
They
that's
stayed in
nice.
the room and was like,
It
"Hey,
sounds
go
like
check on him."
it
So we
sounds
went
like you
out.
spent $20,000 to go to Moscone.
About, yeah.
That's what it sounds like. You know.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm gonna I'm gonna ask you a question, but I'm asking. Don't answer it if you know the answer and you shouldn't say it. I'm not asking you to put you on the spot or anything, but uh, that the tournament was in Florida. Was it because they got a deal? Is it because Emily wanted to go to Disney? Is it going to go back to Vegas? Do we know anything why it was in Florida?
That N1 racing or whatever that was that they do the little racetrack around Vegas, actually had their biggest race at the exact same time as Moscone. So there wasn't hotel rooms availability. They still had, the conference room or whatever available for them, but it was going to be harder for us to get around. Streets were blocked off, more people. So Emily chose to move it due to the lack of room that they were going to have for
Okay,
the
that's
family.
fair. That's a great answer.
And under my
That's acceptable.
understanding is a contract was signed for Florida for so many years. Is what my
So they're
understanding.
going back. So they're going back.
That's what I think. She wants to have an open there from what
They planned.
Yeah.
Actually, it was between Florida and Texas.
Wow.
Because those are the two most viewed states.
At least they're trying to bring some stuff back here for our guys. I mean, it sucks
It's
when you have to
hard.
travel to like Gibraltar and Estonia
Yeah, crazy.
constantly.
But
Crazy.
here's my opinion: when you have so many so many tournaments out of the country, all you're doing is benefiting the players in those countries.
Yeah.
The people
Which she does
like
100%.
Which she does anyway.
FSR, David Alcade,
Right.
Filler, all of these people have a 3-4 hour flight to this next country that's over
Right.
there. Our boys are traveling 12 to 15 hours, to go play in this
Yeah.
tournament.
Some even
12 to
further,
15 hours
Vietnam
back.
or Thailand or Philippines.
Exactly. But
Crazy.
I don't think she gives enough tournaments like world titles. I don't think she gives enough to them in America.
Oh, have you seen Scott Frost this week?
Yes.
Has he said anything about the level 2 billiards guy?
The billboard?
No. I heard the level 2 billiards guy blew him up the other day. Didn't blow him up, but that's how Scott took it, and he lost his mind on me. And then every pro that's at Derby, I happened to notice was on my page that day, which means I know he's out there talking shit about me. Great, because all you just did was send every pro to level 2 billiards to pay attention to my page.
He hasn't mentioned anything to me, but I don't know if he knows that I know you like that. So
Okay. What was the other question I had for you? Oh, I forgot to mention, Rob. I know Ashlee mentioned this before. I know a lot of people in the pool world, right? There's nobody more beautiful than this one. The most beautiful. I'm not talking. I'm talking Rob. See how I'm looking over here? The most beautiful. The eyes.
Thank you.
So I have two final questions and I'm done. Number one. Does he have BDE? Because it makes no sense.
Yes.
He does. Oh, okay. See, I didn't think he did. I never thought he did. But if you say he has BDE, he has BDE. So, can you say it one more time? Can you just say it like this? Jay Skyler has BDE. Can you say it like that?
Jay Skyler has BDE.
Thank you.
I think you just got him a reel.
She doesn't know why I did that. She'll learn why not to do that ever again. Last question. I'm done. Rob could take over.
Okay.
Ashlee, who is the prettiest girl in pool?
Christina.
Yeah, messed up the game.
I was answering it honestly. Her personality is the best.
Well, you know what? I mean, if we're not counting wives, yes, I agree with you. If we're counting wives, you know who I would say. Rob, anything else?
I think that
your husband's texting me right now, by the way.
Well, can you respond? Because he's messaged me
Yeah.
several times and
Yeah.
I didn't text back.
You know, I think a lot of guys that travel, they make it a point when they come home to be super dad. And how is Sky as a dad? Is he one of those guys who's just like he comes home and the kids go crazy, and is he super involved with them to where it's like you gotta like Sky, you want to discipline the kid, or is he just 100% buddy dad?
Him coming home is definitely a transition. You know, he tries to be the cool parent, and because he's gone so much, it is hard for him to discipline the kids because he doesn't want them to think that when he's home for that short amount of time,
Right.
that he's like
Oh,
the
smart.
discipline. So
Smart.
I'm the disciplinary parent, 100%. I get on to him all the time. I'm like, hey, can you have my back on this? Like, tell him to stop, because our kid's new favorite word is asshole.
What?
Yeah. So
Who
fun
did
fact
I learn
about
that
it,
from?
Oh, this is
Skyler,
Oh.
100%, Skyler.
sponge stage right now.
Whoa, that's cool. I've never. Yes, he absorbs everything. The other day I got onto him, and it was a new one, and he said, "Daddy, I am pissed off from mommy." And Skylar dies laughing. I'm like, dude, like, don't do this. He's like, hey, I'm only home for a little while. Dax, don't say that. And he's dying laughing. So of course Dax is like, yeah, Daddy's mad. Okay, good luck. But when he comes home, he's super dad. I mean, he's involved in everything. He wakes up and goes to sleep with those kids.
Right.
And it's the best.
When
It's hot.
Skylar when Skylar does get on Dax, like he does that stern daddy voice.
Okay.
Does whatever that is for Skylar. Does Dax respond, or is it no? Just mommy is the one who kicks ass.
Just mommy.
Because I can't see Skylar do. I can't see Skylar doing that.
He doesn't have a stern voice.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah,
Skylar attempts to get onto him, but it's with a loving, soft tone.
Yeah.
And that gentle parenting does not work with my kid.
Yeah,
does not.
Your husband's texting me again. He's looking for the stream.
Oh.
He's looking to see where it's live. I'm gonna send him the Instagram.
Okay.
Just because it's funny.
He's nosy.
What's Daxton into? Is there something that he's got to watch every single day that drives you crazy?
Oh, well, our daughter Bristol is super into TV. Dax never was, so she has started watching Emoji Movie and Boss Baby and Life of Pets. His favorite character is Spider-Man, but his favorite movie right now is Life of Pets. He will sit there and watch that movie for hours.
I've never even heard of it. It's
actually a really cute movie.
He's 4 now. Is he understanding what pool is, what daddy does?
Yes. Fort Worth Billiards, we actually got a cue, the ones that have the cue ball at the end.
Right. Uh-huh.
We actually got him that to teach him which ball he's supposed to hit and how to make like the correct contact with it. He knows how to make a bridge. So anytime his daddy hits balls, Dax is right there with him. Dax wants to get the balls out of the pocket. And, they kind of play Scotch doubles where Skylar makes a ball, Dax gets to hit a ball. So it's cute.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
When he goes to like a Moscone Cup, he knows we're going to see daddy at work, really. Is that kind of what it is?
We go to see daddy's pool hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's cool. I mean, as he gets older, it's only going to get better, right? The more he understands. It'll be just a matter of time until, he's probably, and maybe he's already doing this already with the milk crate around the table with daddy, that kind of stuff. Even if he hates it, he's still going to do it because it's Skylar, right? Because anybody's going to gravitate towards Skylar, to whatever Skylar's doing, just because of Skylar's personality. I mean,
absolutely.
Right? I'm not saying that to blow smoke. I mean, it's just who Skylar is.
Well, it doesn't help that it's daddy.
Right. But whatever Skylar's doing, somebody else wants to do too.
Absolutely.
I actually do have one more question, and then I think we should wrap it up. I think, right? Rob, I got to feel that word.
I think Rob had a few more.
Oh, I'm sorry. I do have one more. I want to ask one more question. There was a contest between myself and Skylar to do with tacos. Who was the reigning world champion? I just want to. I forget. Who was the reigning world champion Myself versus Skyler.
That one day, Jay.
This guy asks for a lot of validation, doesn't he?
Because I have, you know why? Because I tell you all these stories, but I don't have anybody say, "Oh yeah, that's really what happened." Here,
It was
here.
one day. It was one
we've
day
done
that
it
he
multiple
out-aged
times.
Skyler at Fuel City. Hey, but by the way, Jay, we found a better spot than Fuel City.
Oh yeah,
it's in Denton, Texas. We'll have to take you.
You know, he was the first person that I knew about it, but he took me to Buc-ee's, and we were on vacation at Buc-ee's.
It's my favorite store. I love.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You can't go into Buc-ee's. Have you ever been to a Buc-ee's?
No, I've lived in El Paso for a bit, but I've never been into Buc-ee's. No,
you can't go into Buc-ee's.
That's fairly new, right? Within 10 years.
Yeah, just a little
maybe a little
gas
longer.
station, but you can't go in there and not walk out with spending $100 or being in there for an hour.
Yeah.
What was the sandwich? The pulled pork sandwich was supposed to be
pulled
there.
pork sandwich with spicy barbecue sauce.
And the peanuts or the beaver somethings, the beaver
chips or beaver nuts.
Chips. Yeah. And the nuts, yeah. Rob, it's a 30,000 square foot gas station.
Over 100 gas pumps.
And then 100 pumps.
Diesel.
We have something similar here. It's called Rudders, but I don't think it's on that that massive
Buc-ee's
level
is
like
bigger, but it's on the same spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Go ahead, Rob. Sorry.
No, just my last question was for her. Is like obviously we talked about you were a fan of pool before Sky and you played pool and everything. Do you follow like WPBA? Do you follow anything else on top of Sky?
Honestly, no. And the only reason I feel like I don't is because the WPBA doesn't get enough recognition.
Oh yeah.
So I definitely feel like they don't get as much exposure as they should, or I would probably follow it more. But
part of that's
honestly,
their own fault.
I agreed, 100% agree. But I really only follow the tournaments Skyler goes to.
Yeah.
So he's not
to be 100% honest.
If he's not playing, you're not checking to see who won.
No, unless it's like a big money match, and I care or I'm involved.
Right.
But otherwise no. Because I don't want to get burned out.
Yeah.
And I feel like
I don't watch every tournament.
I got to imagine in that situation where your husband is it's his 9 to 5. I gotta feel like that gets to a point where you're like, we fucking done talking about pool already?
Exactly. But the thing is, like, when he's gone, it's pool for me because I'm watching. But when he's home, it's still pool. So I don't get a break. And that's why I kind of enjoy the matches that don't have stream or the streams fail or he's not on stream table because I kind of enjoy the break. Because even when we're gone, I don't get a break.
You said your sister played soccer. Is there anything else you watch? Are you into football, baseball, anything like that?
I played college basketball. Fun little fact about me. I played college basketball. My sister plays college point guard.
Nice.
Point guard and shooting guard. Yeah. I actually won state my senior year, so that's a cool fun fact. Yeah, led the team to state.
Where? Where?
State.
What state?
They went to state. We went
to state. We won the state tournament. Oh, okay. So, she plays soccer, so I'm real big into soccer. I love watching soccer. I'm a football fan. I'm a tomboy. I am 100% a tomboy.
You're a Cowboys
I would rather
fan,
watch.
Right?
No, Jay, I'm not. No, don't get me started. But my team played like the Cowboys, so might as well be.
Who's your team?
I'm a 49ers fan.
Oh, losers.
Why the Niners?
Do you have any questions for us?
Steve Young.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom was a 49ers fan. Steve Young, and then my sister's Green Bay, and Skyler and my dad are Dallas.
Oh man.
We got a split household.
That's around the horn,
Ashlee.
Yeah.
Ashlee, do you have any questions for us?
How quick do I need to get you the Action 24/7 apparel?
Whenever you want.
Okay.
Whenever.
But
so
no.
That sounds like
no, I do got one.
That sounds like 6 months from now, Rob. Perfect. In time for summer.
Hey, we'll take it.
You don't know me. My foot is on the gas pedal at all times, Jay.
She's a point guard. She's
I know you.
Except when it comes to responding to messages.
Yeah, that another reason
I'm
why
the
I
worst.
the worst.
When's
But
my
I got you
next
today.
interview? When's my
Let's.
next appearance?
You can come
This was
anytime you want.
fun. I actually really enjoyed this. This was fun.
You can come anytime you want. As a matter of fact, if you want to have a reoccurring once a month, once every whatever you want, because
We can
it's
make it
just me, Rob.
Ashlee Wednesday.
Yeah,
Ash Wednesday.
whenever you want.
Yeah.
But
Well, how about I come on whenever we get like some new stuff in, because we have some really
you
big
have
things coming. So after Derby, I have a really big announcement. Actually, two really big announcements. So
anytime you want, you have.
We're the spot to break it at.
Listen.
exactly, I will give you first dibs on this news because
I'll
it's
tell you
huge.
this: you can come. You can literally come anytime you want. If we don't have a show planned that week, we'll plan a show. If it matters, I'm 100% serious. Rob, am I lying?
No.
We plan shows around guests, right? And
Look,
then
we like her. We like Sky. I think
Yeah,
I think they're A1A with us.
Thanks.
She knows Sky's my guy forever, So whatever you want, you can have. And then I'll even say this: if it's beneficial for you, maybe we can run some contests on level 2 so that get some brand exposure for you. Whatever you want to do. Yes, the answer is yes.
Y'all are my guys.
Okay, and if I need to fire Jamie, I'll fire Jamie. Jamie, you're fired.
You heard it here.
Action 24/7,
Live.
The new sponsor of level 2 Billiards Live.
You got it.
All right, you have to go because your husband's now yelling at me.
He knows better than to yell at the boss.
But we do one thing. We forgot to do this yesterday, Rob. I just want to do it real quick. Shout-outs. Ashlee, you'll go last, so figure out who you're going to shout out. Rob, do you have your shout-out ready?
I didn't even plan on it.
You weren't prepared.
No.
You weren't prepared. I'm going to give a shout-out.
Give it.
I am going to shout out Scott Frost. Mr. Frost, I wasn't blasting you. I just thought a lot of stuff that you write on your posts, it looks like one big commercial. So I just don't. I actually, you don't know that I know you, Scott, but I do know you. I know you well. You don't remember me, and that's okay. One day I'll tell you the story of why you know me, because our relationship was purely online, and he wouldn't know me from Holo. When I saw him in Philadelphia, he didn't know me. He didn't know who I was. So that's fine. I didn't expect him to. But Scott, I wasn't coming at your neck. Go make your money. I'm okay with that. In fact, I encourage you to go make your money. And if they want to pay you, great, take the money. My only point was this. A social media page is not one big commercial for who's ever sponsoring you. We want to see your stuff, what you're doing, not just you talking about WNT or you stats and all that. Still do all that, but do the other stuff too. Tell us what you're doing, you as a person. That was my point. So my shout out this week, Scott Frost. I apologize if you took it like I was coming at your neck. I wasn't coming at your neck. I'm actually a fan of yours. When I remind you of how we know each other, you'll understand why I'm a fan of yours. So that's my shout out. And Rob, have you ever heard me quasi apologize before on this show? No.
I was
So
actually
that goes to
shocked
show
when
you.
you said I'm sorry.
That actually goes to show you that I wasn't coming at your neck. So
I was pinching myself. I didn't think I didn't think I was awake.
Because I wasn't coming at him.
I was just making sure it wasn't froze.
It's just I want to see Scott Frost. I'm okay that he's pushing WNT, right? They pay him money. I get it. Make the money, but give us the Scott Frost stuff too. That's my point on that.
Yeah.
Rob, your shout out.
You know what? We started off 25, unsure what we wanted to do, and we came up with a list, and I'd say we hit the ground running like never before. So I'm happy to be a part of this. Look, we got Ashlee and the shows with Tam and Jamie. It's all been great feedback. This is going to get great feedback. So I'm looking forward to this blossoming more. And it's the end of January. We got 2 great birthdays my musical hero Eddie Van Halen, and my cousin Dan. He's turning 42 or 43.
Nice.
So.
And
Happy birthday.
are we gonna get Skyler on that wall now that Ashlee's been here and she pointed out that
He's-
Skyler's not behind you?
I've got like 15
No,
Sky pics.
he's not behind
but,
you. He's not behind you.
We'll
You
arrange
see
it.
me? Ash, let's see right there over his ear. See my picture right there over his ear?
I do see it.
Yeah. Huh? That's called prime time,
I
baby.
see it.
That's a premium spot. I had to pay for that. Ashlee, who's your shout out?
My shout out is to Derby City Classic.
Oh,
When you bring in a new table from taking out the Bigfoot, get a table that has been played on and is not a brand new table and it's slicker than shit. Get a table that's been played on, that it's not going to play completely different, that you have to get these boys playing on it to figure it out during their match. Get a table that is established, that's played on. Grab one from over there, move this one to a corner room and get it played on before you make it a TV table. Just my 2 cents, because going from a regular table to an arena table is BS when you're playing for the semifinals. Just my 2 cents. But otherwise, love the extra day, except if you're in gear and then you got to wait 4 days to play your finals. That sucks. Sorry. But Skyler didn't make it to the finals, so I don't care. That's my 2 cents. But I love Derby. It's my second favorite event, so.
what's your first?
Moscone.
The paid vacation. Makes sense. We've
Guaranteed
never
fun.
had a shout out that was negative. This is the first time Ashley did it. So
Oh, I'm so sorry.
no, it's okay.
I was just following.
Whatever.
It's just my 2 cents.
Whatever you.
more-
It's just
Ash,
something that's
whatever
a
you
more
sore
want.
awareness
subject right
than-
now.
It's
Well,
whatever you want.
didn't we have Tyler was crying about the tables being too dirty last year, and it was like playing in the sandbox. Now they're too clean. It's
Is Tyler there?
Mhm.
Yeah. All right. Is his wife there? No, they got an event this week, don't they? I
they're
think
making
got an
another
event this
they're
week.
making another
Again,
video.
I don't keep
Yeah.
up with it. So
Yeah, irons. I think they're in.
was it
Alabama
that
or
Birmingham, that Iron City,
Iron
Iron
City,
City
yeah.
I think
Billiards?
that, yeah, this
Mhm.
weekend. I think that is.
Yeah.
Actually,
But a positive shout out is to
Yeah.
my kids, because I miss them.
and I'm sure they'll see this video. I'm sure they subscribe to us on YouTube. You don't even subscribe to us on YouTube. You don't even know that this is going to be on YouTube.
I didn't even know you had a YouTube
Yeah,
till
see?
last night.
Yeah, we got at least 47 followers. The guy that I got the moonshine from, is he at a derby? Did you see him this year?
The one from Paducah.
Yes.
No, he was not here this year. Why do I keep getting thumbs up? I guess
I don't
they
know.
like what I'm saying, but it's
It's
whatever.
only the three of us, Ashley. Nobody else is here.
Oh, well, I guess you like
It's-
what
I
I'm
don't-
saying. No, he was not here, but we see him every year when we go to, or
That
every
guy's
time we
got-
go to Paducah.
That guy's got legit moonshine.
He has banana, and it is the best moonshine I've ever tasted in my
The
life.
best. That guy, and he's a super nice guy. Super nice guy.
Sweetheart, absolutely.
All right. Rob, thank you. Ashley, thank you so much.
Thank you,
You're welcome,
Ashley,
y'all.
for joining us.
You're welcome. Thanks for having me, guys.
Ash
All right.
Wednesdays, the new,
Ash
Ash
the
Wednesday.
new
Wednesdays.
feature.
We will make it a thing. Ash
With the
Wednesdays,
Jew.
once a month
With
at
the
least.
Jew.
With
Ash, make sure you stay on with us for
Yep.
2 minutes.
You got it. I'll stay right here.
Level 2 Billiards. We have fun here.